What is going on, everyone? It's Nero again. Here for you, some Call of Duty World at War, and welcome to the island of Peleliu, welcome to the Airfield, and welcome to the Mobile Marksman. So, I'm not sure if this is going to be a series, but I want to talk about this with you guys for a little bit. So, those of you guys who are already familiar with my channel, those of you who have been around for a while, you've probably heard me say this a million times. World at War was my first Call of Duty, and I love this game. I do. It just has that nostalgic feel for me because it's the first time I really got into the Call of Duty experience, into the Call of Duty series. And that can be said for a lot of you. You know, if you start off in Modern Warfare 3, chances are you love that game. If you start off in Modern Warfare 2, you probably love that game. You start off in Black Ops, World at War, COD 4, COD 2, COD 1, whatever, you probably love all those games. And I still have that same feeling. So now and again, I like to come back to this game, I like to play it. And I want to make a video about why Call of Duty needs another World War II shooter. Because this was the last one, man. It was in 2008, it was 5 years ago. We've had 2 Modern Warfare games, well, essentially 3 Modern Warfare style games if you consider Black Ops 2, and one which was like a Cold War Vietnam kind of game, man. It's just like, go back to World War II. World War II is the best, man. I love World War II games. So the reason I like World War II, and this is apparently isn't the popular opinion with a lot of people, but I'm going to give my reasons as to why. The reason I love World War II is there is history within everything you're doing within the game. You know, you think, let's take this, we're on the island of Peleliu right now, right? This was a huge battle in the Pacific Front in World War II. I'm using the Springfield M1903 right now, man. This rifle is a monster. This rifle has so much history behind it. You know, the Springfield itself, what I would do in school, this was back in 2008 when this game came out. I was still in high school. And what I would do in high school, like when we're in the computer labs and stuff, like when I was done with my work and stuff, or if I had like in-school suspension or whatever, I would just sit there and I would like look up information like on the guns I would use within the game, because you know, I was just that interested in it. You know, the Springfield itself is a pretty interesting gun if you look up the information on it. So it's been around forever, since 1903. The gun itself was actually going to be replaced by the M1 Garand as a standard infantry rifle for the United States. But when World War II came along, Uncle Sam was like, we don't have enough M1 Garands to go around, so they had to bring the Springfield back. It's actually just a standard infantry rifle for the most part. You make a couple changes to the stock, and all of a sudden it's a sniper rifle like you see here in World at War. All that just goes into this gun. This gun's been around forever. It's actually still used today. It's still used in marine shooting competitions. So the gun itself it's got a lot of history behind it. I like using it. You know, I'm on the Marine Raiders team right now. We're we're not in Japan. We're in a different country in Japan, but we're over there in the Pacific Theater, and I'm trying to kill some Japs right now. So I figure the Springfield's the best gun to do that with, right? And just all the history that goes into the maps and goes into the guns and goes into the soldiers of World at War really just makes this World War II experience that much greater for me. Like, you think of Black Ops 2, what's the experience? It's modern combat. I mean, even in Black Ops 2, if you think about it, half the guns don't even really exist. Right now, they're prototypes or just futuristic guns that Treyarch made up. You know, half the guns in that game don't even exist. There's no history behind it. You know, and to be honest, I'm 21 years old. You know, if I wanted modern combat, I would join the goddamn army. You know, I like World War II. You know, that's just what I'm into, man. But these unscoped sniper rifles here in World at War, they're really fun to play with. I've mentioned this a couple times as well. Back in the day, I think they brought it back for a little bit, but they stopped it pretty quickly, I think, was game battles. I used to play game battles back in like 2008 and 2009. And my team was actually ranked #1 on the GB ladder for bullets only. They had an entire playlist set to only using bolt action rifles. You weren't allowed to use any attachments with them, similar to what I'm doing here with the Springfield. And it was a very fun experience. Everybody had to use a bolt action with no scope on it, and it was pretty interesting. And we actually were #1 on that leaderboard. You know, I love the bolt action rifles here in World at War. I love the game itself, and I want there to be another World War II shooter within Call of Duty. You know, Infinity Ward, the last time Infinity Ward made a World War II shooter was Call of Duty 2. So chances are they're not going to do that. They're probably just going to ride this Modern Warfare thing until it just buries and dies, which it should. It needs to. You know, because Modern Warfare 2, they didn't support it at all. Modern Warfare 3 was an awful game. Our best bet is 2 years from now, if Treyarch drops this whole Black Ops thing and decides maybe then we need to drop it. Maybe they do Black Ops style missions here back in World War II. Maybe that's something they could do. But I would definitely love to see another World War II title in Call of Duty. The maps itself, the environment. It's the environment, man. That's what comes down to me for me. I just love the World War II setting. I love the World War II feel of this game. It's just amazing. I could go on and on and on and on, but I'm not going to. But it sucks, man. They don't even support this game anymore, which is frustrating. It's definitely frustrating they don't support the game anymore because it's such a good game. But half the time people are hacking or flying around, or have God mode, or they have text on the screen or whatever, and it's difficult to get gameplay. But I feel as though that was a pretty good game with the Springfield. No attachments, no scope, just standard infantry rifle, just like our boys back in World War II. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you guys go ahead and leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves, and let me know in the comment section below. Do you think a World War II title would be a good idea for Call of Duty? Let me know your thoughts. Interested to read about that. Till then, this has been Nero. Hope you guys all enjoyed the gameplay. Please don't leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.